All right, which leads us nicely into inviting Paul Crypto Smith to come and have a conversation. Hey, Paul. Can you unmute? Oh my goodness, what is going on? So your signal's not that great either, Paul. We can't hear you. And we can't hear you. All right, while you fix that, I'm going to move on to VIP 5-star today. Harinder Paul. Hey, Harinder.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yay, we can hear you. Yes, very well. How are you doing?
I'm amazing, thank you. You know what? Earlier on, I thought Kalpesh was doing those internet breaks on purpose, just to use a metaphor, like the glitches that are happening in Upgrade. I'm just joking. I got so much out of today. Something's happened with my personal account in the last 24 hours, and I've had to really manage my mindset more than ever than I've had to. And I'm so glad Kalpesh did this session on worry, because I'm fortunate that I've been in the area of personal development for about 25 years. And all I would advise people to do is, go onto YouTube, go on to any bits of information where they can start learning to manage their mindset, because mindset is everything. And I know you know that, Sue, because you share a similar journey. Yeah. And I just want to share a very little story that I came across a couple of weeks ago. And it's a little butterfly a caterpillar that's about to break his cocoon into a butterfly. And an observer is watching this caterpillar trying to come out of his cocoon. And for many, many hours, nothing happens. So the observer gets a pen and makes a little hole in the cocoon so the caterpillar can come out into the butterfly, and makes his job easier. But what happens is that butterfly, the person realized that in 1 or 2 days, the butterfly can't fly. Because what happened is, to make its journey earlier, it actually made that hole, but it stopped the caterpillar releasing some fluid that was required to make it fly. And the moral of the story is, whatever people are going through during times of change, the upset, the worry, it's all necessary. And look at every problem as an opportunity to grow from that, because the noise in our heads gets louder when there's change. So you being a VIP 5-star as well, so the noise has got louder, and it's so important to distinguish the noise that's in our head, which is our personal noise. It's got nothing to do with hyperverse. Because if you look at the facts of what hyperverse is, Sam Lee, Ryan Yu, all the documentation, the results prove themselves for themselves. And then what we do is we actually take our personal noise, which is our own personal journey, our past conditioning, the failures that we had, the lack of trust, and we put it onto hyperverse. They're two separate things. And when people can separate those two things, then it's complete clarity. So I just wanted to share that. And I think it's such a powerful and amazing session. And just to have the largest, biggest Dubai internet provider have these glitches, it happens with everything. I'm with Virgin. Oh my God, some of the phone calls I need to have with Virgin customer care, I won't even go into that. So it's part of life. So anyway, thanks for letting me share that, guys.
Thank you so much, Harinder. What a beautiful story and a beautiful share, and so apt for where the community is at right now. So thank you for bringing your beautiful energy here and adding value on this call today. Kalpesh, you back?
I'm back. There you go. Thank you for grabbing the steering wheel of the ship, as you always do. Absolutely love that.
No problem.
That's leadership right there, right?
Let's Paul. Paul wasn't working, so I'm going to have Nicholas next, and then we'll check on Paul in a sec.
Sound should be good. All right, you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, some connections are all right, even in Nicaragua. How are you doing? I love this about worry. I don't know where you guys were hiding when I was worrying for 35 years of my life, but yeah. not that there is need to add anything, but I like this quote to say, worry is like walking around with an umbrella waiting for it to rain. So it's just really doesn't make any sense. I just love that one. And what else did I want to say? No, I think that's all. I just love it. Thank you so much. And to the next one.
Love
Wow,
that.
I love that analogy of worry being like an umbrella waiting for it to rain. Like sitting there with an
Welcome.
umbrella. Thank you, Nicholas. All right. Dawn, I'm going to go with you. Let's have you down. Can you unmute? You need to, yeah, we go.
Hello, and thank you for the Zoom. Great
Hey.
job. And you're so on point. So many people worry about even little things. It's like, why? You can change it or you can leave from the situation. And there's always so much positive that you can look forward to. And you know, you're so right. Like, so many people don't have homes. So many people don't have cars. Be positive, be thankful. And I am just so glad to be in this platform with this whole community. Thank you, Kalpesh.
Beautiful. Thank you. Love that. Exactly.
Hey, Rick. Can you unmute?
Hey guys, thank you very much for letting me on. It's my first time speaking on Nuts and Bolts or Leaders, so I thought it better
Right.
come in. So I just wanted to share like change and all the upgrade and everything. And I've had very little noise from my group, and it's probably because I don't feel it, right? And I've been communicating it and using, you know, the wise words from you guys. But I've got another metaphor for you, so and for everybody else really. So to me, Ryan and Sam have created for us the Garden of Eden. We've come in and, you know, it's beautiful, it's stunning. Now we're joined, we didn't know our way around, right? We hadn't seen it all, we've just seen bits and pieces of it. But, you know, we're in the Garden of Eden, we've got to love it, okay? And now they've said, right, we're going to make a change. And what we're going to do, we're building the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. We're going to take everything that's good here and make it better over there, up in the sky. And we're going to be bringing in loads of stuff that we don't even have in it. You know, the metaverse, it's coming in. It's all going to be beautiful, but it's not finished yet, right? So there's going to be a little bit of pain along the way. But believe me, when it's done, you'll never look back. You'll think the Garden of Eden wasn't that great. So that's the kind of message that I want to share with people. Look to the future. It always gets better.
Always does. Absolutely amazing. Rick, thank you for that beautiful analogy as well.
Love that. Look at
I
that.
know, right? Stunning. Boom.
I'm loving all these analogies. It really reframes what we're, you know, what's going on, isn't it? It really helps us reframe it. Hey, Sharon.
Hello, how are you guys?
Good. Good to see you.
What are you on about worry? Why have you brought that subject on? I don't know what you're talking about. Dizzy man. Honestly, I mean, I'm chilled. We're great. Let me tell you, you think this is worry for an upgrade? Get in the real life where people are seriously struggling, folks. You know, I'm going to share a quick story with you. There was a time where I was paying 6 mortgages on my own. 6 mortgages. And I remember the struggle, the battle, not knowing. But my friend said to me, how'd you do it? Why don't you just let it all go? I went, never, never. And then I was like, she said, well, how are you going to manage this? I said, I just know it's going to happen for me. And let me tell you, on the dot, every month, I might have been late with a couple, but I always made the call, you know, the mortgages. And I was like, hey, you know, and I was very polite to them. And I made it. I made it. I never lost one. I kept them all going. And that was some dark, dark times. This is not worry, I believe. And just quickly, guys, this is the way I look at it. We are part of a massive, huge corporate organization, so big, you guys have no idea. So we've joined their party. We're the ones that are going, can we join? Can we join? So they went, oh, come on then, come on. But you know what? You guys are really important to us because you're good. You know, these guys are going to be really useful. They're going to bring us the users. So we've come along and they're still doing their big stuff, right? But let me tell you, then they've said, people go, well, why have they done that? Guys, I've got news for you. They're not networkers. They are corporate company. They're corporate mindset. They don't, but do they not realize the mindset of a networker? If they can't get a click of a button working today, oh my gosh, it's all over. I can't get this one. Oh my gosh, it's going down. Oh my gosh, it's a scam. Chill out. Honestly, guys, this is a breeze. Enjoy it. Embrace it. I love the fact that do you know what makes also what this is how real this is, guys. They're having problems. They've got teething issues, clicking, upgrades. Think about it. If none of this was happening, I would be worrying. I would be worrying that this is running far too smoothly. Because things that when they run far too smoothly, they just go down with a bang. So embrace the movement, the change. We have been blessed to be a part of this community. I thank my blessings every single day. And I said it before, Kalpesh, if I waited 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, okay, you know, maybe I'm in a different situation from some, but do yourself a favor, stack up on a little bit just for these little stormy waters. That is all I'm asking you to do. Stack up on the stormy waters, because let me tell you, sunshine is coming.
Yeah.
Sunshine is coming.
So beautiful, Sharon. I love what you said there as well. Just to talk a little bit about corporate, like Lucky and I have both worked in corporate for over 30 years. And the amount of change that, you know, in systems, in how we do things, you know, like you just have to adapt, you know, like it is called agile, like that's a word, right? Like, you know, that's thrown around everywhere, you know, adapting, being agile to all things change, you know, and that's what builds our resilience, guys. It really does build our resilience, you know, and you just got to go with the flow.
Go with the flow. And the people, I'm going to tell each and every one of you, the people that go with the flow, the people that sit back, not react, sit back and don't react, guys, because trust me, when we're all there, you'll go, God, that was worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was worth it. Every moment is worth it. When we get to, you know what, I'm going to take a picture of this gorgeous picture with Sue and Kalpesh and now Dizzy and Lucky. See,
there you go.
Moments like this, guys, I am truly blessed. I will. We all are, honestly. But talk about battling with life. Trust me, there was times where I had to worry, and you get nowhere. You get nowhere worrying. Just work out the stuff, the shit that you can deal with, the stuff that you can't. Find something else. Get better at other things that you can be. Find things that you can be working on now to really excel your business for when you're ready to really, really ramp things up, guys. But I'm still bringing people on board. I brought 2 people in last week. So, you know, it's still happening.
Again, it's what you're demonstrating there is because you've already bought into the vision. And so all this stuff it becomes relevant, doesn't it? You're just building anyway, like we are.
I'm up there.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm seeing.
I love the analogy of the party. Like they're partying without us.
They're partying without us.
They've been doing this for 12 years already.
Imagine one day when they say to us, guys, we love you. We thank you dearly, but now we will always give you projects. We'll always give you new coins. But this rewards thing that we set up 3, 4, 5 years ago, it ain't happening now because we've got other stuff to do. And imagine that. So make sunshine while we can, I say. Just go for it, enjoy it, embrace it. Just make shit happen, guys. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Just get with the program. What do you reckon, Dizzy?
100%. You know what? When Kalpesh said this subject of worry, I like music, right? So the first song that came to my head was "Don't Worry, Be Happy." Right? That's the first thing that came to mind because I like music. But I often talk about worry, Okay, because like you said, there's worriers and there's warriors, right? And I often say to people, tell me what a worry is. Do you know what a worry is? It's the future projection of a worst case scenario, right? Now, if you can future project the worst case scenario, you can also future project the best case scenario, because you're making that up, right? So why do yourself a disservice by only looking at the worst side? Have a look at the best side. And then if you want to look at the even better than that is the one you want. Because if you can focus on the one you want, there's a very high likely probable chance you're going to get that, because you get what you focus on. So Kalpesh, listen, I can never thank you enough for just delivering whatever needs to be delivered. Just like I had a purple skip delivered without knowing. I mean, who does that? When does that happen? So, you know what? The one other thing, let me leave you with. The fact that everyone is born a winner, right? The chances of you being born are 4 trillion to 1. Those are the odds of you being here. So if you're here already, you're born a winner. When people say you're born a winner, they're not joking. 4 trillion to 1 of you chance of you being here. They're odds that most people wouldn't bet against, right? Oh, what's the chance of you winning? 4 trillion to 1. Forget it. I'm going back to bed. No, that's the reason you're here. So we're all born winners, and nothing's really worth worrying about, really. I mean, look, if you don't know where you're going, I'd worry about that, because then you're going to be like something that's just blowing around in the wind. So figure out where you want to be in the future, because I tell you what, there has never been a time on earth where somebody with no qualifications, no circumstances could get to where they want to get to. I'm a barber, okay? I've got no technical training. In fact, I went back to Preston where I was born and bred, and I went into this shop where the guy who owns the shop, he sells lots of expensive clothes, right? And he goes to me, Dizzy, how is things? And I said, mate, I'll tell you how good things are. I can buy stuff in your shop, mate. Yeah. If I want. Not that I will, but he tagged me as Blockchain Barber, and he said, you know what, I want to commend you for going so far and holding the vision. And I said to him, listen, it's not too late for you. If you want to join me, I invited loads of people 2 years ago. It's not too late. Okay. Only 4% of the world are in crypto yet. This is early days. So get on the train and let's go, brother. And it's not too late. It's still so early in the game. So Kalpesh, Sue, Sharon, the whole community, I got nothing but love for you guys. And onwards and upwards. Let's do this.
We love you, Dizzy.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Creation Paul. Oh, you've muted.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah. Thanks again for this great reminder. I just, even as I know it, but I just love it to hear you speak about these guys, and these guys are building, and that gives such a good feeling, even if one's know it. And yeah, it's just as you said, what for me today was, it is as simple as you make it to be. And sometimes I'm very good. For example, I came from Chicago, and I just met 3 guys on the airport, the staff. One guy, I was wearing the Bitcoin shirt, and the one guy literally said Bitcoin.
Sorry, 1 second.
Have you seen my bubbles?
Harinder.
All right, darling. Go on, carry on.
So it can be so easy. I just walked. One guy, for example, the security guy said, Bitcoin. I want to know how to get it. I want to know how to get it. Okay. And then I went to the next one, to the shop, listening the Forbes, the magazine where the founder of Binance was mentioned, which is now worth as much as Mark Zuckerberg. It's insane. And then with the guy, and then the stewardess was the next one. you were Bitcoin. I was so close by buying, but each time I don't try. I said, okay, we can. It's so easy. It can be so easy, and it's so much fun.
Love it. I love what you just touched on there, by the way, Paul. You mentioned Binance founder is now as much worth as much as Mark Zuckerberg. Now look at the power of this space. Mark Zuckerberg has 2 billion people on multiple platforms: Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. CZ has less than 4% of the planet. Well, 4% total is in crypto. Maybe he's got half of them. 2% of the planet on his platform versus 40% of the, or 30% of the planet on the other platform. Now, do you see the upside? Imagine when we get to a couple of billion people in crypto, which will happen, whether it's this decade or the next decade, it's an inevitability. That's like, we're already at the value of that 2 billion people with a tiny dot. Imagine what's going to happen when we get to the real numbers. So exciting. Love that. I know.
And to add my little worry thing, we use the phrase worry is negative goal setting.
Love that. Negative goal setting. Beautifully said. Thank you. Love that. Paul.
Amazing. Paul, are you with us?
No.
No, not happening.
Yeah, your audio is not on your side.
All right, let's go to.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We
Yes.
can. You're back. Go on. Well,
No.
we could.
His signal's not great at all. You're on mute now, Paul.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Brilliant. Right, can't believe there's 4 VIP 5s in one day. Did our first powwow launch for this morning with the amazing Daniel Booth. Then I've had a conversation one-to-one with Sharon. Now I'm listening to the famous and wonderfully beautiful Kalpesh and Sue Patel. What can I say? It gets no better. Transformation Day changed my life, Kalps.
Wow.
I picked up on one thing. Pause. For the first time in 20 years, since the loss of our son-in-law, our son, my wife, losing my job, being in the deepest of deepest holes, now sitting on VIP 3. And today is the first day in 20 years my mind has been at peace. Absolute
Amazing.
transformation. I feel like I've had pardon my French, but a ton of shit totally removed from me. Life is wonderful. This community is freaking insane.
Wow.
I've only got 20 minutes before our next Zoom that I'm hosting. I haven't got time to speak to you guys, but wonderful. Love what you're doing. Love the community. Anyone sitting on the fence, just get in. As Sharon said, just make shit happen. Let's do this, guys. Love you guys. Kalps, love you. Sue, love you. Community.
Drive safe.
Thank you. Love you too, brother. Well done, mate. Wow. Transformation, right?
Bye.
Hi.
Oh. Hello. I'll come back to Sai.
Okay.
Hi. I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, there you go.
I'm here. I'm here. I might have changed my name. I must have got my initials on there. Hi, Sue and Company and Kalpesh.
Hello.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, this is a VIP 5 in the making.
All right, there we go.
Yes. All I have to say, if you're going to worry, don't pray. If you're going to pray, don't worry. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Short and sweet.
There you go.
The gold crypto
Gold, how
in
we
the
doing, buddy?
house.
Okay, thank you. First of all, Sue and Kalpesh, thank you for allowing me to speak. Kalpesh, do you understand in my personal life today, and I told this to a friend of mine while you were talking earlier, I got a God revelation out of your mouth. When you talked about worrying about somebody else's worry and putting that on, dude, It was like I had a suit of armor from England 300 years ago going into battle.
How can I help you?
I'm really hoping you guys have
So
postscript.
I'm
I have
like,
the
is
equivalent. I
this
don't have any
guy
postcards.
really breaking it down to say, Stancil, stop, drop that energy, brother? Look, if nobody's telling you, I'm telling you. You gave me a God revelation.
Wow.
Okay, that came from God. I know I'm not calling you personally God. I'm saying I needed to hear that. You always bring the super double triple real. And brother, out of all the stuff that you said out of your mouth, that is probably the most realest of the real I've ever heard.
Wow.
And I'm just keeping it real. And I'm going to say one more thing and then I'm going to get off. When I first was allowed to speak, and you guys said, well, okay, on training today, we're going to go through an exercise. Who wants to raise their hand? I raised my hand. The next thing I know, you and Keith put me on with Dizzy. Now, you want to talk about worry. I was in the worry zone like lightning. Okay, Stancil, are you going to act stupid and in front of your clan, meaning the hyper fun clan at that time, now hyperverse? But when I got done, you guys made me feel so comfortable. I went in the storm. I fought the battle in my mind, and when I came out, you guys gave me sunshine. This your boy, Mr. Gold Crypto. Peace out.
Oh,
Wow, look at that. Amazing. Thank you for receiving.
inspiring.
How I know.
Good
Mario.
afternoon, good afternoon, everybody. Day 95. I worry about the next day. That's going to be 96. And then the next day about 97. But you know what? I don't worry about anything. I went to a third world country, Brazil. You see the flag over here? You see this? You know, I'm flying it right now. And when I went to that country over there, I went into this kind of a Indian, like a tribe. It can't say like the same as here in the States, but it was they're called Bororos. You go there, they don't worry about anything because they don't need toilet paper, they don't need food, they don't need electricity, they don't need anything, okay? And they live worry-free. And I think all of us need to go to a third world country and experience and be around these people and absorb a little bit about how lucky we are in everything we do and everything we have. When I lived in Brazil, I couldn't have a car because I couldn't afford a car. Okay, so I rode a motorcycle. Here, I've got 7 cars and they're driving me freaking crazy. Okay, and you know, because I have a transportation business, but it was so much easier. Go to a third world country and live over there and then come back here and start complaining. Because when I came back here, I thought the money was great, the food was terrible, and you know, it just seemed like life was so much easier. All you got to be is gone about 2 years. I think all our kids should do like an exchange program to live in another world automatically, part of your high school education, because you come back and your mind is so wide open to all this multicultural stuff. You know, then start worrying. Go to those and then come back, you know. That's all I had to say. Great job. It's always good.
Yeah. Awesome. Wow. What an awesome session we've had today. Thank you, everyone that contributed, that shared, that took part, that received, learned, had breakthroughs, had insights, had openings for yourselves, and spread this around in your organizations. It's never about just attending here and keeping it to yourself. It is about attending here and then making sure that you pass that on. So it's recorded. Make sure you direct people that aren't here today to the recording so that they can get the benefit and the maximum value as well. and be back here, same time, same place on Thursday, where I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I know this is going to be amazing. So get yourself there. We'll have a load of fun back then. In the meantime, presentations are going on every day. Plug into those and make sure you're communicating with your teams as much as possible, as regularly as possible, to give them the wisdom and the power to really get the most out of this moment in time. I want to finish off with what was, for me, a highlight, which was one of the things that Sharon said. I love that analogy because it really resonates clearly, is that they are having their, and we said, can I come in to your party?
Kapish, you're breaking up.
The door to the public. Nobody ever done in such big spaces. Zuckerberg didn't do it. Bill.
Kapish, you broke up that with that last bit. If you can either repeat it or make a video about it and share it. Are you back?
How far did you get? Yeah.
No, we just got with something that Sharon shared and then you broke up.
Okay, cool. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to make a video and send that out. There you go. Boom.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sue. I know you had dinner plans. Thank you for stepping in and disrupting all of that. Again, just another remarkable sign of your leadership and commitment. I did try and get hold of Dizzy. He wasn't answering, and you just sacrificed your dinner for the team. That is absolutely priceless.
Adding value, as they say.
And thank you. Exactly.
Thank you so much for showing up with your internet issues and making it happen. All right, guys, I think Kapish is kind of gone. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Make sure you plug in on Thursday, sending you so much love, wisdom, and let's become unity. All right, let's get through this. See you all on Thursday. Bye.